Hi, I'm Adrian, and many of you will know me as the Positive Accountant. Today it's Christmas and I should be more positive than ever, but in actual fact I'm going to be an angry accountant, and you might wonder why. Now, none of what I'm going to say is aimed as a political statement, but I can't help but think that there's something wrong in the UK today. See, like many of you viewing this clip, I'll be sitting at home on Christmas Day, probably wearing a Christmas jumper, probably not wearing a Christmas tie. We've got Amazon parcels delivering every day. We've got trimmings going up over the weekend, and we've got a saucepan full of sprouts bubbling away even now, ready for Christmas Day. All's going to be great. Nobody in our house will be going hungry. Nobody in my family will be going hungry on Christmas Day. I just ask myself, why is it that in a prosperous country, a developed country like the UK, and we live in Suffolk, which is a prosperous area, why do we need to have food banks? It shouldn't be necessary. And yet, every major town in Suffolk has at least one. And that just feels wrong to me. So, what can I do about it? The answer is not very much. I'm not Bob Geldof. I can't stand up here and change the world with a Live Aid moment. Just not going to happen. But what we are doing is we're not sending out Quove corporate Christmas cards this year. You might be pleased to hear that. We have instead donated £500 to the Stowmarket Food Bank and £500 to the Bury St Edmunds Food Bank. Very simply, we chose those two because our offices are about halfway between those two towns. And furthermore, for anyone passing Woolpit over the 18th, 19th, 20th of December, our office doors are open. We're serving mulled wine and mince pies to anyone who wants to call in and hopefully make a donation to one of those two food banks. We're collecting, the doors are open to make collections on their behalf. I hope that we'll see many of you along during those days, that actually you can call in, you can drop something off, you can enjoy some company, enjoy a mince pie, enjoy a glass of mulled wine. It will be great to see you. And I hope that by making this very small gesture, we can actually help to make somebody not hungry this Christmas. And that's going to be a huge achievement as far as I'm concerned. And I hope you'll endorse my views and statements on that. And I know that many of you viewing this don't actually live or work in the Suffolk area. That's great. I'm sure you can find somewhere local that you can do a similar thing to. And so don't expect any Quove corporate Christmas cards from us. You're probably relieved to hear there won't be any more Christmas poems. But yeah, have a great Christmas.